Would you like to enable screen reader? Disable. Cross button select. Append. Enable. Select. Append. Disable. Select. Up and down. Navigate.
Having liberated the hourglass and become keeper of time, my next task was to restart history. Not beholden to past events, I was free to craft a new era. It was with humility and restraint that I approached this blank canvas. After careful preparation, I began work, painting over the darkness. After eons passed, I sketched out the realms. After eons more, I brushed them in with life. In my new era, all beings will have the opportunity to find peace. Whether or not they do will be their responsibility. For my power only permits me to begin this endeavor. It is the duty of mortals to finish it.
Words appear. WB Games presents a NetherRealm Studios production. An old man stands in front of a caravan near a crowd.
My friends, your patience is about to be rewarded. For I have saved the best for last. I have recently discovered a cure-all of unrivaled potency. It will soon be on the shelves. Crafted from an ancient recipe. It has Patreon flowers, Margovian nectar, powdered teeth of an Arctican dragon. All this and more, infused with powerful Lycorian magic. There is a village in the next canton over, where everyone has purchased this miracle cure. Overnight, all diseases, even Tarkat, have disappeared. Now, magic this potent is expensive. And I am sure you're asking yourselves, can I afford it? But the true question you must ask is, can I afford to be without it?
You lie, Shang Tsung. Your cures are useless.
The crowd parts for a bald man as he strides to Shang Tsung, fists hanging at his sides.
I'm sorry. You are?
Someone fool enough to have believed you. My daughter was dying when you came to my farm. You promised a miracle, and I gave you all I had. But only days later, she was dead.
That is impossible. My man...
And you know what she said?
The bald man snatches a potion from him and throws it down.
It's nothing! Just Bourgeois tea!
The mage is mistaken, kind sir. My elixirs are of superior quality. Their efficacy is guaranteed.
The bald man flings him to the ground. Shang Tsung raises his hands as the crowd closes in around him. Lightning flashes over Shang Tsung's caravan at night. Lamplight pours out from it. Shang Tsung emerges from a door in his caravan, a small case in one hand. He slowly takes a seat on the small wooden stairway leading from his caravan door. He opens the case, revealing a mirror inside. He squeezes his eyes shut, then reaches for his head. His long grey beard drops to the muddy ground. Shang Tsung regards his reflection, now younger, beardless, and with shorter hair.
It is an excellent ruse, your disguise.
A woman stands nearby.
Backwater folk are far more likely to trust a kindly old man.
Here on behalf of a dissatisfied customer. If it's revenge you want, have at it. If it's restitution, there's nothing left.
What I want, Shang Tsung, is to elevate you, to make you the great sorcerer that now you can only pretend to be.
A generous offer. Why me?
You are uniquely resilient. Who else could eke out a living traveling Outworld's hinterlands, selling quack cures and fake magic?
A living? It is barely survival.
And you were meant for more. To live among kings, not peasants. But since before you were born, you have been conspired against by those who fear how formidable you could become.
How do you know this? Who are you?
I am your deliverer, Shang Tsung. Join me, and I will put the realms at your feet.
Water streams down Shang Tsung's face as he meets the woman's glowing blue eyes. He smiles toothily. A title appears, Mortal Kombat 1. 3 men wearing sun hats plow a farm by various cottages. Power line towers hang crookedly near them. An ornate building sits on a mountain peak looming behind.
This is a good harvest, Kung Lao.
Yes. It is a blessing, Raiden.
You would rather we starve?
No, of course not. But we've worked these fields since we were kids. In 40 years, we'll still be here. Stooped and feeble like Old Man Wei.
An old man glares at them and spits. Kung Lao waves.
As long as I've known you, you've dreamed of leaving Fengjian. Why can't you be happy here?
Our ancestors fought in great wars. They died with honor and glory. Stories of our great adventures will be passed down for generations.
It may not be glorious, but what we do helps the village thrive.
I know. But is it so wrong to want some excitement?
If that's what you want, may I suggest a bet? Dinner at Madame Beau's tonight. Last to fill their cart pays.
You work faster than me? Ha! Since when? You're on, Raiden.
Kung Lao and Raiden both smirk while they shake hands. The 2 men pass the day harvesting cabbages from their field and throwing them into separate carts. Kung Lao wipes sweat from his brow, then quickly pushes his cart with Raiden down a dirt road to the cottages. A woman uses a kettle to pour tea into a pair of small porcelain cups on a table in a crowded restaurant. She carries a platter with the cups and kettle away as Kung Lao and Raiden walk in.
That is amazing.
I am starving. I wonder what Madame Beau is making tonight.
An old woman approaches.
For you two, whatever you want.
Thank you, Madame Beau. you spoil us.
Like the sons I never had.
Madame Beau leads them to an outdoor dining area. They sit at one of the many tables.
Have you two been practicing my lessons?
As we can. The harvest leaves us little time for martial arts.
Since your first words, Kung Lao, you've mouthed nothing but excuses. If you fail to prepare...
Your preparations will fail you.
Good. You haven't forgotten. But we'll see if I make you anything special tonight.
I'm glad you're paying. Madame Beau might just pad the bill with her anger.
I am paying? You finished work last.
But I delivered my cart first.
Delivered? Huh. The bet was filled.
That's not what I remember.
So that's how it is, eh? What do you say we settle this man to man? Hmm?
They walk off.
Wait, you mean fight?
Yes. Right here, right now. Madame Beau can watch, critique our form.
A hooded man with glowing white eyes watches them pass by.
Best 2 out of 3?
Fair enough.
We must be careful. Madame Beau will kick us out if we break something.
Oh, this won't last long enough for that to happen. You will be down in no time.
Fight.
Must we go another round? We both know how this ends.
Kung Lao bows to the watching crowd while Raiden kneels. Kung Lao helps him up.
You haven't beaten me yet.
The day's coming, Kung Lao.
Keep telling yourself that.
A variety of plates and bowls with scraps of food in them sit on Kung Lao and Raiden's table.
You were hungry.
Oh.
Everything was delicious, Madame Beau.
Thank you, Raiden. You boys are always a pleasure to cook for.
Raiden hands her cash, but his face drops as she beckons for more. A breeze wafts a bill from his hand toward a man in a dark garb and gas mask. He closes his fist around the bill, then looks toward Kung Lao and Raiden.
Madame Beau, the Lin Kuei await your answer.
5 people in dark clothes and cloth masks stand with him. He advances on Madame Beau.
I have been busy, Smoke.
She steps away.
The Lin Kuei? Who are they?
Don't know, but I don't like where this is going.
Beau, it is a simple choice. Pay for our protection, or risk harm to this fine establishment.
You'll get nothing from me.
That, Madame Beau, is unfortunate.
He turns to the Lin Kuei warriors and nods. They flip tables and chairs. Madame Beau punches Smoke's face. He blocks her next flurry of jabs, then flips her through a railing. She falls onto a table below, breaking it.
Madame Beau!
Kung Lao and Raiden quickly get up from their table and fight their way through the Lin Kuei warriors. Smoke throws a smoke bomb, then jumps through the spreading cloud and kicks Kung Lao and Raiden to the floor.
You two are brave, but against us, you are in over your head.
We don't care who you are or who you are with. You will not menace Madame Bo.
Fight!
You picked the wrong person to extort, ruffian. Now who's in over his head?
Raiden punches a Lin Kuei, who stumbles back. Kung Lao grabs him, then drops him.
This was you?
Honestly, I'm surprised too.
Come on, let's help Madame Bo.
A figure in blue, Sub-Zero, watches from a rooftop. He throws a bolt of ice at their feet. A man in yellow, Scorpion, paces over while spinning a kunai-tipped rope dart. His upper arms are bare, showing a scorpion tattoo. Sub-Zero shoots another ice bolt. It strikes the railing behind them.
How does he do that?
I have no idea.
You interfere with Lin Kuei business. Leave, or face our wrath.
Abandon Madame Bo. Not happening.
Sub-Zero leaps onto Raiden and tackles him down a stairway. The rope dart wraps around Kung Lao's leg. Scorpion pulls at him with it. He yanks Kung Lao to the floor and drags him closer. Kung Lao rolls to his feet, then jumps and spin kicks Scorpion's head.
Want more? I have plenty.
You should have fled when you could. Prepare to regret ever crossing the Lin Kuei.
Fight!
For what it's worth, I'm not regretting this yet.
Sub-Zero skewers the victim's skull with ice daggers. He headbutts them. Scorpion slings rope darts through his victim's sternum and neck. He pulls. Scorpion slams them.
It is you who will regret crossing me.
Kung Lao watches Sub-Zero kick Raiden into a pillar from the balcony. Raiden looks up, then climbs the pillar to the level above. Sub-Zero eyes him, then kicks 2 legs out from under a table, turning it into a ramp. He uses it to vault through the air and kick Raiden on the upper level. Raiden staggers into a bar counter where a man drinks. Raiden grabs a cleaver from a pig's head sitting on the bar and swings it at Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero weaves around the blade and Raiden slices off the cap of the man's liquor bottle. He pours it into a cup. Sub-Zero blasts ice at Raiden, freezing his hands to the bar. The man plucks a bit of the ice and drops it into his drink. Kung Lao throws his hat at Sub-Zero's head. It bounces off harmlessly. Smirking, Kung Lao shrugs.
Incompetent.
Kung Lao chucks a circular chakram decoration. It nicks Sub-Zero and plunges into a wall.
Oh, that works.
I have had enough of you.
Then go, before I put you down like the rest of your Lin Kuei.
You haven't a prayer against the Lin Kuei's Grand Master.
Fight!
For the Shaolin! Sorry, but I have to ask. Can any of you Lin Kuei fight? Are you sure you're a Grandmaster?
Kung Lao picks up his hat, then eyes the chakram decoration stuck in the wall. He strokes the hat's brim.
Interesting. Kung Lao! Over here!
Raiden checks Madame Beau's pulse as she lies inert, eyes shut. Kung Lao hurries over to them.
Madame Beau.
She's out cold.
Oh no, is she?
Dead? Not yet.
She gets to her feet, lips a cigarette, then ignites it with a lighter.
Madame Beau, how are you? Kung Lao.
The hooded man with the glowing white eyes approaches them. Madame Beau takes a drag from her cigarette while the man meets her eye.
So, Madame Beau, are they ready?
A bit thick in the head, perhaps. But they are ready.
His eyes are glowing.
I am Lord Liu Kang, God of Fire and Protector of Earthrealm.
God? Earthrealm?
Madame Beau has been preparing you for this moment since you were boys. Today, you have proven worthy of joining my champions.
This fight was a test?
Of your ability and character, yes.
Liu Kang looks to the upper level.
Yi Han, Kuai Liang.
Smoke, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and the other numerous Lin Kuei warriors get to their feet. Kung Lao crosses his arms and crinkles his nose as Sub-Zero and Scorpion step to him and Raiden. The others stand along the balcony. Sub-Zero and Scorpion stand on either side of Liu Kang.
So these two aren't thugs?
The Lin Kuei is a centuries-old clan dedicated to Earthrealm's defense.
You keep saying Earthrealm. Don't you mean Earth?
You boys have so much to learn.
Earth is only a part of Earthrealm. Earthrealm itself is one of many realms. Together, they comprise the whole of the universe.
The realms can be fierce, bitter rivals. That's why we need champions to defend ours.
The time draws near for the grand martial arts tournament between Earthrealm and the realm of Outworld. Held once each century, It allows each realm to demonstrate its strength. While our realms are at peace, there are Outworlders who would prefer us to be at war. Our victory in the tournament will temper their zeal.
I've taught you everything I can. You must finish your training with Lord Liu Kang.
More training? These two couldn't defeat us. What?
They were pulling their punches.
Had we not held back, you would not have survived.
Come. The monks at the Wuxi Academy await to continue your tutelage.
I am ready, Lord Liu Kang.
And you, Raiden?
Leave Fengjian? I'm needed here.
Earth Realm needs you, Raiden. You'll best serve the village by being one of its champions.
I understand.
Excellent. I will join you soon. First, there are other champions I must gather.
Sunlight soaks through trails behind him. The men pause.
We're off the map. We should go back.
The pair slow to a stop and look out at a massive human skull carved into the front of a stone edifice, a large doorway at its mouth.
The temple.
The pair move along a ruined stone pathway leading to the temple entrance. They stop near a seated woman. Flies buzz around her. The man with the hat shines a flashlight in the woman's face, revealing her to be a corpse with various darts sticking from her. Rot partially covers her face and her glassy eyes gaze blankly out. A swarm of beetles scurry out of her mouth.
God damn it, Alessia.
He cringes as the younger man's face draws tight. They examine numerous holes on the temple doorway.
The darts came from here.
The man leaves through a journal filled with notes and drawings of venomous animals.
Can you open it?
Without killing us? Let's hope so.
The temple doors open. Light streams past the two men and into the dusty entryway of the temple. Both turn on their flashlights and step inside. They walk through a broad hall. Thick pillars with human figures carved into them line its walls. They turn a corner. Sunlight floods through ruined parts of the wall to their left, and small weeds rise from cracks in the stone floor.
Turn them off.
They turn off their flashlights.
And we're definitely getting warmer.
The pair moves down an aisle hedged in by low walls. Lines of fire flicker along the top of each wall.
How are these still burning?
Oil bubbles up from the ground. The chamber channels it, somehow.
They move to a doorway blanketed with ivy at the end of the aisle and pause. The two men hop down a short ledge and continue forward. The man with the hat leads the younger man down a path winding through various tall rock formations. They enter a vast chamber. Metal hooks hang from the ceiling over flames flickering in a central circular dais where the rotting body of a man sits on a throne made of intricately carved stone. He holds an ornate metal shield in one hand and a mace in the other.
Kataravala! And his shield! What?
Silver liquid shimmers around large stones in the floor beyond.
So? There's metal in the floor.
That's not just any metal. It's liquid mercury.
Shit, that stuff's toxic.
Fatal. Only step where I step.
The man with the hat carefully picks his way across the path of stones, the younger man close behind. The younger man steps onto a different stone and starts to fall. The man with the hat grabs his shoulder.
Huh? What did I say?
The man with the hat steps back on another stone. It sinks a little. The two men sprint across the stones as liquid mercury floods out of channels and ruined pillars surrounding the dais. The man with the hat reaches the other side. The younger man stumbles, then leaps to solid ground.
I'm sorry.
Not now.
He examines the reflection of a pillar in the liquid mercury surrounding the dais. He eyes the pillar itself.
Get out the explosives.
That's our bridge?
Do this right, it'll fall across.
The younger man sets explosives at the base of the pillar. gnarled hand shoots up from the liquid mercury. Two armored women with tattered bat wings rise up.
Kalima? They're real?
The Kalimar fly toward them.
Keep working. I'll take care of the she-beasts.
You disturb Kataravalla's slumber. For your sin, you die!
Fight!
Got no time to die, crazy lady.
The man with the hat rushes over.
You okay?
Yes, we ready?
The younger man nods and detonates a bomb that blows up a pillar. The pillar falls and they fist bump.
Physics for the win. Let's go.
They walk across the fallen pillar above the pool of mercury and explore deeper into the overgrown tomb. They stop by the corpse of Kataravala. The man with the hat brushes his hand across its shield. The younger man exclaims,
This'll be worth millions.
It belongs in a museum.
He grabs the shield. The younger man leans in, and Kataravala's face turns. He staggers back and falls into the mercury. He struggles, but the liquid overtakes him.
Adam!
Kataravala swings a spiked mace. The man dodges and jumps onto the pillar. It strikes the shield and throws him onto the ground. He quickly sits up as it pounces. It chucks away its broken mace. It stalks over.
You will not have it.
He rises.
You don't need it. You're dead. Speaking of which, you just killed my best friend. And I'm not one to forgive and forget.
Fight!
Now where's that shield?
He sprints past Kataravala.
I am not yet defeated.
Yes, you are.
He spins, chucks the shield, and cuts its head off clean. The shield slams against the wall and bounces back into his hand.
Time to go home.
Cut! Credit!
I knew it! Woo! I felt that one. You felt it too, right?
Crew member.
Temple of Kataravala, take 39, tail slap.
Director.
That's a wrap.
In a studio, crew cheer. The director takes off a headset and hands it to a woman. The hatted man shakes his hand.
Steven, this was fantastic. Thank you. Oh, just like the old days. And these props. Jimbo killed it.
Steven takes the shield.
You did too, Johnny.
Hey, about my pitch. You know, the karate zombie thing? I'm thinking 4 films. Maybe a streaming series?
Johnny, I don't have...
You're right. Not here. I'll swing by your office after I change.
I can't. Have to meet with the editors.
Walking away.
Marshall will call you.
Johnny pumps a fist in the air.
Great! Have your assistant call me.
A blonde woman.
That was great, hon.
Wasn't it, though? We need to celebrate. I'm thinking private party.
Johnny, we need to talk.
She walks off, and Johnny hangs his head. Later, in a luxury mansion in the hills.
You're not the martial arts megastar you once were, honey. You're lucky Steven owed you a favor.
I'm telling you, Chris, we're fine.
Can you join me in the fact-based universe just once? We're broke. We have to cut back.
Cut back? On what?
Step 1 is selling this place.
I need a refill.
Johnny, we can't keep this up. You spent $10,000 on that sculpture, $30,000 on that drone, and this damn sword. $3 million?
Hey, Sento is history. That sword comes from...
That's not the point, Johnny!
Chris, honey, the parts, the money, they're coming. Steven's movie is just the beginning. That's why I can't cut back. To be a success, I have to project it. If I don't, Johnny Cage is done.
She frowns. Johnny rests his hands on her shoulders. She pushes one hand aside.
I didn't marry Johnny Cage. I married John Carlton. I'd give anything to have him back.
She leaves.
Chris, come on, Chris, where are you going?
Johnny puts his hands on his head.
Fuck!
He grabs his drink and downs it, then walks back to pour himself another.
How you like that, Mr. A-list?
A black-haired man strides in.
Thank God. Oh, Chris, honey,
Johnny turns and sees the stranger, who wears a sleek black suit and brandishes a long sword.
Where's my wife? What did you...
Your wife left. She's fine. You will be too, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Sento.
It hangs above a fireplace.
You some kind of hired gun? Or do you know Sento's history?
I know it. It's my family blade.
They circle each other.
No. No way you're Tyra clan. They've been dead for centuries.
Not dead. Hiding. With Sento in my hands, I'll lead us out of the shadows.
That's a great plan, stranger. Except for one thing. Sento's mine. And I won't give it up without a fight.
Fight.
Tried robbing the wrong house. I am the ultimate home security system. rules.
Later at night, the defeated swordsman is tied to a chair. He rouses from unconsciousness, and Johnny sits across from him.
So, you have a name or what?
Kenshi Takahashi.
I knew you weren't Taira clan.
You know nothing, Cage.
400 years ago, the Taira clan were one of Japan's first families. They lost Sento after getting slaughtered at the siege of Aomori.
There were survivors. They hid themselves by shedding the name Taira for Takahashi. They joined the Bakuto for its protection.
The Yakuza's predecessors. From first family to crime family.
I will break us free of the Yakuza's corruption. Reclaim our name and our position. But my clan won't follow me unless I prove that I can lead. That's why I need Sento.
And that's Malibu's finest.
He walks toward the door.
It's a great story. Bullshit. But great. You should seriously consider becoming a screenwriter.
Liu Kang, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero wait outside.
What in the actual fuck?
Good evening, Johnny Cage. I am Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm. May we enter?
Nothing's being shot here tonight. You sure you're in the right place?
Yes. We come on a matter of grave importance. We must speak to you and your guest.
What?
Johnny narrows his eyes.
How do you know about him?
Because I am the god of fire.
Chris, you vixen. Nicely done. Sure. I come right in. Glowing eyes are a nice touch.
They approach Kenshi, who remains tied up beside an indoor pool.
Kenshi Takahashi. A tragic figure with a noble cause. Your actions this evening do you no credit.
Who are these people?
You tell me. They're your scene partners.
I also know of your struggles, Johnny Cage. I am here to offer you both a path forward.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, come on, guys, let's call this. Chris was a doll to set this up, but as pranks go, this one's a bit obvious.
This is no prank. Bihan, Kuai Liang, if you please.
The blue-robed Sub-Zero starts to untie Kenshi.
All right. I'll play my part in this martial arts LARP. The missus ought to get what you paid for. Okay. Hey, you... Hey, you! Get your damn hands off him. I said, get your hands off.
Johnny grabs him, but Sub-Zero kicks him across the room. Johnny slides into a table where the $10,000 sculpture on top teeters and falls. Scorpion.
Was that necessary, brother? To put him in his place.
That was a Hichuli. One of a kind.
He stands.
All right, I don't care if this is a damn prank. You crossed the line.
Fight!
Better fight choreographer.
Attacker hits the victim's face with a hook, then twists their arm to break their shoulder. Sub-Zero slides on ice shards which stab up through his victim's abdomen and skull. He then chops down with an ice wall hammer.
And scene. I hope you're insured, because you're paying for my Hachuli.
Imbecile! You have no idea with whom you're dealing.
Liu Kang bursts into flames. The flames dissipate.
That's no special effect.
Indeed, Johnny Cage.
Johnny shifts his footing and glares.
Kuai Liang.
Scorpion bows.
Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
Well, that last one tracks. But what's an Earthrealm?
All will be explained, Johnny Cage. For now, what is important is that you both have been chosen to join its champions.
Why him? Or me, for that matter.
Because I have faith that you will rise to the challenge. And because your service will change the arcs of your lives.
Johnny eyes Kenshi. Later, men spar in a sunlit courtyard. Mountains surround them, and lion statues border the entrance to the courtyard. Red pagodas are situated nearby, and cherry blossoms are in full bloom. Several monks wear brown and orange uniforms. Later, they strike wooden dummies that have small poles sticking out. Others spear their hands into steaming hot sand in rock bowls. Later, a monk with a braid swings at Raiden. Raiden blocks and punches his chest. Another attacks, and Raiden counters with a flying kick. Raiden strikes and front kicks a third challenger. Hunching over, Raiden shuffles in an offensive stance. He straightens and brings his hands together, fist to flat palm, and the nearby monks do the same. Kung Lao saunters up with a razor-rimmed hat.
That is not a good idea.
It is genius, Raiden. The next time we see Sub-Zero, I will have to thank him for inspiring it.
Ow! See? It won't be effective.
Kung Lao throws the hat like a flying disc. It slices a target and flies back. He catches it by twirling a finger inside it.
Maybe it's too effective.
Johnny walks up.
We just need to get on with it. I've been cooped up here for months. I can't base a cinematic universe on Outworld's monsters and magic if I don't ever see them.
Kenshi joins.
That's why you're here?
Liu Kang said this gig would change the arc of my life. That's how it gets done. My ex will rue the day she gave up on me.
So selfless.
Oh, please, Tattoo. You're just here to get your sword back.
We all have our reasons for being here. Some better than others. But we are not here to fight among ourselves. We are here to fight for Earthrealm.
It's about damn time.
Liu Kang steps out.
And today, one of you will be chosen to fight for it at the tournament.
Only one of us, Lord Liu Kang? Isn't Outworld fielding several champions?
The tournament's rules give the host realm that advantage. And it is Outworld's turn as host.
You know, I don't know why I've never asked this, but, what's our record at this tournament?
Earthrealm and Outworld have long been evenly matched. But Outworld is gaining strength. Should it win, its more militant factions will be emboldened.
I thought you admired Outworld.
It is a place of great knowledge, wealth, and beauty. But our realms do not share goals and beliefs. We coexist peacefully, because Outworld respects our strength. Should we show weakness, our rival will become our enemy.
I will not lose, Lord Liu Kang.
First, you must win the right to represent us. Whichever one of you outlasts the others will be chosen.
He sits on a chair in the middle of the courtyard, and every man except the four kneel.
Raiden, step forward.
Raiden bows.
Good call. Call the weak first.
You shall face him, Johnny Cage.
Ready for your close-up?
All right, let's do this. But remember, farm boy, I'm a global martial arts icon. I don't think you can handle this much boom.
Liu Kang rolls his eyes.
I am ready, Johnny Cage. My mind and spirit fight as one.
Fight!
Dad don't need stunt doubles.
This fight was an honor.
Raiden helps Johnny up by the hand.
You're welcome.
Kenshi Takahashi, you are next.
Kenshi steps toward Raiden, his sword in hand. He shoots a hard look at Johnny as they walk past each other.
You have skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
It's nerve, not heart, that wins fights. I should know. I've been in hundreds of them.
Fight!
I shouldn't have taken you lightly. I won't do it again.
Do you still question my nerve?
I do not. Yours was a well-earned victory.
Kenshi and Raiden bow to each other.
You may rest, Raiden. This evening, you will face your final opponent.
Kung Lao smiles at Raiden. That night, Liu Kang sits on a chair among the other monks. Raiden and Kung Lao kneel facing each other, then get to their feet in unison.
$50 says Kung Lao wins.
Make it interesting. Bet me cento.
Not on your life.
Liu Kang stands.
Raiden, Kung Lao. The winner of this match will represent Earthrealm against Outworld. It is a grave duty, not to be undertaken lightly. You may step back now and suffer no dishonor.
I choose to fight, Lord Liu Kang.
As do I.
Then may the best person win.
Liu Kang bows to each of them in turn, then returns to his chair. Kung Lao grins at Raiden.
Concede, Raiden. You have never beaten me. That won't change today.
No. If the monks have taught us one thing, it's that the only constant in the universe is change.
Fight!
pure luck. Like lightning, you won't strike twice.
There is a first time for everything, Kung Lao.
Raiden helps Kung Lao up.
Although you have all trained well, Raiden has excelled. This outcome does not surprise me.
Kung Lao hangs his head.
How could I have...
He gathers himself.
Congratulations, Raiden.
For the tournament, you will need this.
Raiden takes a small metallic amulet with a dragon symbol glowing on its surface from Liu Kang. Electricity crackles from it onto his palm.
Forged by the Elder Gods, it gives the wearer power over lightning and thunder. Go ahead, try it.
Kung Lao and Liu Kang watch as Raiden slowly turns around, staring at the amulet. Electricity surges from it into his fingertips. Johnny records video with his phone as Raiden channels a bolt of lightning at a large statue.
Holy Ark of the Covenant.
Raiden stops.
It is incredible. But is it necessary?
In addition to possessing great might, the Outworlders you will face also wield great magic. The amulet levels the playing field.
You must be careful, Raiden. You could get hurt, even killed.
No tournament participant has ever been grievously injured or killed. I would never send my champions unwittingly into mortal combat. We leave in 7 days for Outworld's capital, Sundo. The tournament will be held at the palace of Empress Sindel.
Raiden, Kung Lao, Johnny, Kenshi, and the monks follow Liu Kang into a temple with numerous hands around in a flowing motion. Then a portal opens.
Outworld can be both alien and intoxicating to Earthrealmers. Do not become drawn in. You must focus on the task at hand.
Johnny records the portal, a swirling vortex of fiery light as it washes everything in orange. He turns the camera to Kenshi while they all step toward the portal. Kenshi smacks his hand away. One by one, the fighters step through the portal. Blue, white, and purple light flows out of a tall stone gate like mist. Liu Kang and the others emerge from it and enter a courtyard filled with lush greenery and flowers. Johnny smirks as he records their surroundings.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not Kansas anymore.
2 women approach them from a row of others wielding spears.
Oh my. Are those?
Empress Sindel's daughters, yes.
He casts Johnny a look.
They do not disappoint.
We are Earthrealm's ambassadors, Johnny. We'll show them respect, not unwanted attention.
Johnny gives Raiden an exaggerated wink as they walk past a guard. The Earthrealmers bow to the 2 elegant princesses. One, dressed in a deep magenta, inclines her head.
Lord Liu Kang, welcome.
Thank you, Princess Melina.
You remember my sister?
Of course. Princess Kitana. May I introduce Johnny Cage, Kung Lao, Kenshi Takahashi, and Earthrealm's champion, Raiden.
Raiden bows his head.
I hope you're prepared, Raiden. Our champions are determined to win.
None more so than me. It's been too long since we've known victory.
Princess Melina, we should be on our way. Empress Sindel awaits.
Thank you, Tanya. Follow me, please.
Melina, Kitana, and the guard Tanya lead the fighters down a tiled pathway lined with numerous armored women holding spears and shields. Grinning, a large four-armed humanoid plays a drum while leading two luxurious carriages, each pulled by teams of horses. Groups of spear women march alongside them as they gradually travel down a broad path hedged in by buildings made of bamboo and wood. Dozens of people in colorful clothes and costumes stand on either side of the pathway and watch or dance. The royal daughters and the Earthrealmers watch the people go by from the carriages.
Those are Centaurians. And Shokan.
The six-armed beings are not Nodens.
The monks described them, but seeing them in person?
I see that Her Majesty once again spares no expense on the festival.
Should she not? It commemorates my late father.
I admire, Princess. I do not judge. As did all of Outworld, I valued greatly Jared's fellowship.
Melina looks over her shoulder at a woman with a ponytail observing a group of people walking away, hands bound behind their backs. Melina scowls, then pounds on the carriage. The carriage grinds to a halt and Melina steps out. She stomps to the woman with the ponytail.
First Constable, our route was to be clear. This couldn't wait?
Should I allow Tarkatans to infect the city, Your Highness? Those arrested were harboring some here, rather than report them for quarantine.
The Earthrealmers cannot be privy to our secrets, Li Mei. As Sundo's first constable, you must show better judgment. Perhaps that's too much to expect.
Melina looks Li Mei up and down before walking off.
Princess Melina doesn't seem to like her very much.
Li Mei used to lead the Umgadi, the palace guard. It was on her watch that the princess's father was murdered.
Decorative waterfalls pour around the front of a vast, ornate palace. The Earthrealmers stand inside a throne room crowded with Outworlders.
Worry expends energy for no purpose, Raiden.
But the tournament...
Shoulders his way past onlookers.
Red alert. Incoming stock villain.
General Shao. Do not let him goad you.
General Shao stops before the warriors.
Is it me?
Strength? Raiden will
prove himself soon enough.
Have you still not told most Earthrealmers that Outworld exists?
It is safer that way, General.
I suppose so. Your people's frail minds couldn't handle the truth.
You presume them frail, General. Should you, given how frequently they win this tournament?
We will destroy your champion, Liu Kang. He will taste no victory.
He stomps off. A silver-haired woman in rich purple and silver armor approaches the warriors with Melina and Kitana on her right and left. Sunlight falls onto the three women in patches, glimmering on the silver bands and accents of their armor. Melina's a deep pink and Kitana's a vivid blue. The silver-haired woman sits on a purple and silver throne resting on a dais. Kitana and Melina take lavish chairs on her right and left.
Welcome, members of the Royal House. Welcome, our esteemed Earthrealm guests. We gather once again to honor my late husband's legacy, to continue the tournament that he founded with Lord Liu Kang, in hopes that it would foster peace among realms. May Jared's soul watch over us with pride from its resting place in the living forest.
She smiles tightly.
Lord Liu Kang.
Empress Sindel, it pleases me to once again be your guest.
Here, you are always welcome. Now, let us meet your champion.
Earthrealm's champion is Raiden, Your Majesty. He has earned his place by embodying the very best qualities of Earthrealm's people.
You seem nervous, young man.
I'm a stranger in an unfamiliar land, here to compete against its greatest fighters. Yes, I am nervous.
As you should be. You have a difficult path ahead.
Sindel gets to her feet and holds her arms out.
It has begun. As tradition requires, Outworld's initial competitor will be Sundo's first constable, Li Mei. May she defend our realm's glory, as well as she preserves our capital's order.
Li Mei steps to the dais.
Your Majesty, I will honor both the Royal House and all of Outworld with my combat.
If so, you will vastly exceed my expectations. Remember, were it not for Jared's tradition, you would not be here.
Li Mei's face falls as the Empress shoots her a sharp look. Liu Kang places a hand on Raiden's shoulder.
All you need do is your best. The rest will take care of itself.
Yes, Lord Liu Kang.
Shall we see what you can do?
Hopefully, this will be the first of many victories.
I will prevail, Earthrealmer. This fight is more important to me than you can ever know.
Fight!
Thank you for the match, First Constable.
Li Mei rigidly bows to Raiden. He bows back. Li Mei turns and leaves the throne room. The spectators huddle together as they watch her go. Raiden stands before Sindel's dais.
My compliments, Raiden, on a well-fought match. We'll see how you fare in the next. General Shao, whom have you chosen as our next competitor?
Your Majesty, I have chosen Reiko, my second in command. As a boy, Reiko was orphaned during the Kafala War. Though captured, his spirit remained unbroken. He scratched, clawed, and survived. After the war, I took him in, molded him into the perfect soldier. Few others are as well versed in the ways of war.
Reiko stands near Raiden and performs a combination of elbow strikes, knees, and punches before jumping and spin kicking. He glowers at Raiden.
In whose army have you served? In what wars have you fought?
I have done neither.
Then you are woefully unprepared, Earthrealmer. This will be your last battlefield. Fight!
not have faced war, but I am a warrior.
Raiden lowers his hands.
Felled by a simple farmer.
General Shao curls his lip and walks off as Raiden turns to Sindel.
I am ready for my next opponent, Your Majesty. Whom shall I face?
Patience, young man.
She stands.
We are adjourned until first light. I hope to see you all at this evening's banquet.
The Empress smiles softly. That evening, Kung Lao wolfs down food beside Kenshi. They sit at one of 3 large banquet tables in a broad courtyard. Sindel sits at the head table. Strange plants glow with soft purples and blues behind her. General Shao and Reiko gape at Kung Lao as he rapidly eats and drinks wine. Johnny sips wine near Katana.
I'm sorry, you're 10,000 years old? Oh, talk about aging gracefully.
Katana reaches for wine.
What do you see in him?
He is a hero, Raiden, though he may not yet know it. Do you recognize everyone here?
Most, yes. From your descriptions. Except for him.
That is Rain, the High Mage of Outworld. Not his given name, but one earned due to his mastery of water magic.
Rain smiles at them from his seat at a table. Tanya steps to Melina as she clutches her stomach.
Are you unwell, Princess?
I am fine, Tanya.
Melina winces.
I know I'm to fight Melina, but will I also face Tanya?
By tradition, you should not. If you did, you would be tested.
Why?
Umgadi, like Tanya, are warrior priestesses, selected from the firstborn daughters of Outworld. From infancy, they are trained to defend the royal family.
Outworld must see much conflict if the Empress needs such protection.
Its past has been difficult, though the last 1,000 years of Empress Sindel's reign have been a true golden age. The memories of that strife still linger.
Liu Kang gives Raiden a soft smile. Sindel stands and lifts a glass of wine.
My husband Jared believed that the future of our realms lay together. Let us move forward in open dialogue, letting no secrets tear our bonds asunder.
Everyone stands with a wine glass raised.
Your Majesty, it's an honor to be here and to meet your people. I can already see there's more that joins us than divides us.
Our peoples could not be more different, champion.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Earthrealmers are devoid of all...
That's enough, General.
She gives him a firm look.
My apologies, Your Majesty. Perhaps I've enjoyed too much of this excellent wine. With your permission...
You may go.
General Shao woodenly turns and throws his glass. He marches off with Reiko in tow. Later, Sindel glares at Shao in her chambers.
It is bad enough we may lose to the Earthrealmers, but then you go and drunkenly insult them? You needlessly stain my honor and your family's proud military tradition.
May I speak freely, Your Majesty?
Again with this? If you must.
We must act on the Sorcerer's prophecy. He warns that Liu Kang will conquer Outworld.
And his predictions are usually impeccable. But I've no proof of Liu Kang's ill intent. His interventions have kept Outworld at peace for centuries.
He herds us into compromises, shackles our independence. If we could meet our enemies in battle, we'll take—
You would consign us to endless war!
Better that than be Liu Kang's lapdog.
Sindel's eyes harden.
If I see evidence of the prophecy's accuracy, we will act. But only then, and only at my command. Did not your illustrious father teach you that war is the last resort, not the first?
He did, Your Majesty.
Do not forget that, General.
She glares at him, face to face.
Come.
Melina and Kitana open the chamber's doorway and enter as General Shao leaves.
You asked to see us?
I saw what happened this evening.
That was nothing. Something I ate.
Was it? I can't chance it, can I? If you fight tomorrow, the symptoms of your disease could manifest. Kitana will take your place.
What? There are already whispers she should replace me as your heir. This will make them screams!
Your illness is your fault. Why you left the palace that night unattended is still beyond me.
I just needed time alone, away from all this. I never thought that...
That's your problem, Melina. You never think.
A mother is only trying to protect you, sister. If your disease becomes known, you will be banished to the wastes. For you to hold the throne, we must keep your secret.
Melina pulls her arm away from Kitana's hand and strides out of the room. The next day, Sindel sits in a lavish chair in the courtyard. Raiden stands before her.
You continue to surprise Raiden. Among others, you have defeated Kotal, Motaro, and Shiva. Only 2 fights remain. Are you ready, Earthrealmer?
I am, Your Majesty.
Then next, you face my daughter, Kitana.
Kitana strides to them. Liu Kang steps between her and Raiden.
Your Majesty, this is unprecedented. Raiden's next opponent should be your heir.
Melina is unavailable. She's away on pressing Imperial business.
But I have not prepared him to battle Kitana.
He's already demonstrated great skill. Can he not improvise?
Do not worry. I can do this.
Very well.
I will be no easier to fight than my sister, Earthrealmer.
I suffer under no such delusion, Your Highness.
I will win this fight. For her, my Empress, and all of Outworld.
Fight!
This isn't done yet. Face me.
fight well, Princess.
Kitana stands.
As do you, Earthrealmer. Surprisingly so.
I hope we meet again. Under different circumstances.
He beams at her.
It's time for the final match. It's a testament to your abilities that you've made it thus far. But now you must face General Shao.
General Shao approaches.
Victor of the Tavarian War. Conqueror of the Quatan Plains. Defender of the Navala Coast. As has his family for generations, General Shao defends us with zeal and tenacity. All of Outworld is grateful for his service.
That's a notable list of accomplishments, General.
It is a mere fraction of them. A full recitation would take days.
Fight!
It's over. I have done it.
Sindel stands.
Congratulations, Raiden. Earthrealm wins.
Head held high, Sindel leads Kitana away from the courtyard. Raiden steps to General Shao as he tries to get up. Raiden holds a hand out to Shao.
May I assist you?
Stay away, Earthrealmer.
Raiden's face tightens.
Well done. You have exceeded my greatest expectations.
Thank you, Lord Liu Kang.
Because of you, the Outworlders who would disturb the peace will once again be held at bay.
Smiling, Liu Kang places a hand on Raiden's shoulder.
Come. Let us bid our hosts farewell and return to Earthrealm.
Kung Lao, Johnny, and Kenshi bow to Raiden.
All right, yeah. That was great.
Very impressive.
That night, Liu Kang sits in an ornate room before a fire in a brazier, his eyes shut. He opens his eyes. Sand whirls on the other side of the room. It resolves into a dark-skinned man with glowing eyes and a bald head.
Geras, my old friend. It's been eons. It's good to see you.
Likewise, Lord Liu Kang. I have watched you with the Hourglass. You are relishing your role as Earthrealm's protector.
It suits me far better than being Keeper of Time ever did. I never wanted to replace Kronika. Being history's architect drove her mad. I had no wish to share her fate. Which is why I am forever grateful that you volunteered to safeguard the Hourglass. Despite my having relinquished its power, the new era has unfolded as it should.
Geras takes a Jaguar figurine from a shelf.
You created me in your own image. Duty is my highest calling.
While I am glad you are here, you are not one for social calls. Is there trouble with the Hourglass?
With something it has shown me.
What, Geras?
When you restarted history, you altered the destinies of certain malefactors to neutralize them. At least one of them is defying that destiny. Shang Tsung.
Go on.
He has escaped his meaningless life and is on his way to becoming a powerful sorcerer. He has already infiltrated Sindel's court.
I saw no sign of him during the tournament. But if that snake is in Sindel's ear...
Your vision of peace may already be compromised.
I appreciate this warning, Giris. I will investigate. Please return to the Hourglass and see what else you can learn.
The next day, Kenshi looks at a drawing of Shang Tsung with Johnny and Kung Lao.
So we find him in Outworld and bring him here for questioning?
Yes. If what I fear has happened, he is a grave threat to the realms.
Anything else?
Shang Tsung is a master of deceit. Do not trust a word he utters.
Sounds a lot like my first agents.
It's a tricky mission. I'd rather Raiden go along than this one.
Hey! This one is up for the job.
This mission must be done quietly. I am breaking my word with Empress Sindel by sending you into Outworld without her knowledge. Due to the tournament, Raiden is now a familiar face there. Sending him will only increase your risk of being discovered.
He raises a metal device.
This talisman is attuned to Shang Tsung's chi. Follow it to him. And be careful. May the Elder Gods protect you.
Kenshi takes the talisman, then trades a look with Johnny. The three men walk through a vast desert at night, flashlights shining through the dark.
Are we there yet?
Again? How old are you? 5?
What can I say? These boots weren't made for walking.
If that is the most pain you feel today, consider yourself lucky.
Oh, I'm already lucky. I've got Sento strapped to my back.
I will reclaim it, Cage.
Got 3 million? It's yours.
You know I don't have it.
I bet your Yakuza pals could come up with it. Oh, that's right. You blew them off. If there's one lesson Hollywood's taught me, it's never burn bridges. You never know who can help.
The Yakuza are leeches, bleeding out those too weak to resist. I grew up in that life, and I never understood it. Why my gain required others' pain. I got out. I need my clan out too. We can't be part of their crimes any longer.
Scowling, Kenshi looks down at the talisman in his palm as it glows red. He turns around and walks off. Kung Lao shines his flashlight in Johnny's face before following Kenshi away. Johnny walks after the other two. Kenshi holds the talisman out while standing on the edge of a cliff. They survey a village made of buildings carved from large rock formations. A mass of soldiers with spears battle a horde of humanoid creatures with long fangs jutting from their mouths.
What's your precious say?
That Shang Tsung is among those... things.
Oh, my fans are gonna go nuts cosplaying them a Cage Gun.
Johnny records the battle with his phone. 2 soldiers shove one of the creatures through an alleyway in the stone city, his arms tied behind his back with rope. The creature thrashes in their grasp. Firelight shines on his multitude of large fangs and bald head. Shang Tsung approaches.
Hold him still. If he squirms, I cannot extract marrow.
He raises a large syringe.
That's Shang Tsung. Let's jump him after he's done. Oh, in Fists of Iron, we did this thing where, like,
we're not basing strategy on your movies, Cage.
Let me go! You can't do this!
A soldier forces the bald creature to his knees.
The wound will heal in time. It is a small price to pay for progress.
He plunges the syringe into the back of the creature's neck. The creature breaks his restraints, then stabs each of the guards with a bone spike extending from his arms before turning to Shang Tsung. The horde of creatures overwhelm the soldiers outside the village. Shang Tsung blocks a combination of punches and kicks the bald creature throws. The creature spin kicks Shang Tsung's head.
On second thought, this scene's playing fine without us. Yeah, I say we let him finish it.
We have to save Shang Tsung. Liu Kang needs him alive.
The Earthrealm is bound down large stones leading from the cliff. The bald creature punches Shang Tsung to the ground. Kenshi jumps onto his back just as the bone spikes erupt from his arms. The The creature kicks Johnny and Kung Lao away. Shang Tsung scrambles back, then smirks and transforms into a toothy creature. He slips past the horde.
How did he do that?
The bald creature shoves Kenshi away. Kung Lao and Johnny stand before the horde.
I would have killed him but for you.
I get why you'd want to, but you can't.
You're one of his minions. You'll die in his place. Fight!
Kenshi sheathes his sword.
Now please, let me explain.
The horde surrounds them.
You got us into this. How about getting us out?
I know what this looks like, but we don't work for Shang Tsung.
If not, why save him?
Because Liu Kang, Earthrealm's protector, wants to question him. He thinks Shang Tsung may be a threat to both our realms.
He holds out his hand.
I'm Kenshi Takahashi.
Our kind do not shake hands.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend.
Don't you know what we are?
No, we don't.
We are victims of Tarkat. The disease is not easily gotten, but you can't risk more close exposure.
Johnny nervously wipes his hands.
It disfigures, then debilitates. In time, it will turn us all into bloodthirsty monsters. Death is our only release.
So you weren't always like this?
I was once a rich merchant, but when I became ill, I was banished. Now I run this colony. I am Baraka.
What does Shang Tsung want with your bone marrow, Baraka?
I don't know. But he comes here each month to harvest it.
Release us, and we'll capture Shang Tsung. And we'll find out why he's been coming here. I promise.
Baraka looks back at the others.
Let them go.
Thank you. We won't let you down.
Kenshi looks down at the talisman.
Damn. This was guiding us to Shang Tsung. Now we can't find him.
His laboratory is near. I'll take you.
Morning light shines. Baraka leads the trio toward a wood and stone tower rising over a river. 2 water wheels spin nearby.
Any idea what to expect?
No. I've never been inside.
Stay here. We'll check it out.
Kenshi, Kung Lao, and Johnny step to a long bridge stretching from the bank to the tower. The 3 men sneak through the tower to a laboratory.
The addition of crushed chitin larva proved an inspired choice. In testing, outcomes improved significantly. I have modified the formula since the last time it was administered.
Kenshi motions for silence as the others trail him up a staircase.
This new serum is exactly what we need. Its effects will be immediate and long-lasting.
How can you be sure? Because it is brewed from freshly extracted Tarkatan marrow. It couldn't be more potent.
He raises the syringe, full of liquid. Melina lies on a medical table by him, eyes shut. Rain and Tanya stand nearby.
He is infecting Melina with Tarkat.
Shang Tsung taps the syringe.
And he's got two of Sindel's top dogs in on it. No wonder Liu Kang is worried about this guy.
We need to stop him.
Save a distressed damsel? Sure thing.
Johnny smirks, then runs into the laboratory with Kung Lao and Kenshi. They square off against Tanya, Rain, and Shang Tsung.
Get away from her!
You bitch.
Excuse me?
You know, the movie. Tiny girl, ginormous alien.
Ripley!
No? Seriously?
Earthrealmers. How did they find it?
They've already seen too much.
Tanya charges with a 3-section staff. Johnny blocks her attack, then Kung Lao kicks her back. Kenshi spin kicks the syringe from Shang Tsung's hand.
I need time. Buy it for me. Liu Kang sent you, didn't he? Sent you to learn our secrets.
He sent us here for Shang Tsung, but it looks like he's just part of the problem. Fight!
Attacker hits the victim's face with a hook, then twists their arm to break their shoulder. Rain summons 2 tendrils of water which wrap around the victim's hips to electrocute them and shatter their pelvis.
Thinking one? We are just getting started.
The High Mage is brought low.
Tanya whirls her 3-section staff around and strikes Kung Lao's face, then jumps and bashes Johnny's head. Kenshi grabs her from behind. He starts to throw her back, but she rides the momentum and flips away.
I thought Umgadi were loyal to the royal house. Yet here you are, scheming against the princess.
You trespass in Outworld, interfere in Imperial matters. It is you, not I, who is the schemer here.
Fight!
Your plot ends here, Umgadi.
plot is over.
Kenshi strides to Shang Tsung.
Step away from the table.
This is twice you've been a thorn in my side. You Earthrealmers do have unhealthy habits.
You heard him. You're not infecting her with Tarkat.
I am trying to protect her, not infect her.
We've heard about how you lie. Excuse us if we're skeptical. Cover him.
Kung Lao and Johnny move to Shang Tsung while Kenshi rushes to Melina. He holds a hand to her head as she lies inert.
Princess, are you all right?
Is it over?
Yes, you're safe. We've stopped Shang Tsung.
Stopped him? Why?
Melina starts to violently spasm.
Princess! Princess!
She hits him.
What did you do to her?
It's what you've done, fool. Let me help her before it's too late.
Kenshi backs away while Melina's teeth transform into fangs. Convulsing, she sits up and turns to Kenshi. Mandibles unfurl from her jaw and a long tongue waggles out. She breaks the metal restraint on her wrist and stands.
Now do you believe, Earthrealmers?
What do we do?
Keep her occupied. I need time to finish more serum.
Johnny, a hand?
We got pages for this? Or are we winging it?
Whatever we do, we can't hurt her.
Her? I'm worried about us.
Melina bounds to Johnny and claws at him.
Princess, we can help you.
Your blood. I smell it. How sweet it will be to lick off my fingers.
Fight!
Johnny, Kung Lao, help hold her down.
Kung Lao and Johnny scramble to Melina and grab her.
It's now or never, Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung fills a syringe with liquid as Melina throws Johnny and Kung Lao off. Melina dashes to a table and grabs her side blades from it, then leaps at Kenshi and impales his eyes with them.
Kenshi!
She rips the blades free. Shang Tsung injects the syringe into her neck. He holds her as she goes still. She sags to the floor as her Takatan features transform back to normal.
By the gods! Melina!
Katana, General Shao, and an armored Shokan burst into the lab.
What's happened here, sorcerer?
These men were sent to disrupt your sister's treatment and scandalize Outworld by revealing her illness.
What? That's totally fake news! Princess, we were...
The Shokan punches him hard, then pummels Kung Lao to the floor.
Thank you, Goro. I've no stomach for Earthrealm lies. We should detain the Earthrealmers and the Tarkatan we found outside. At least until the Empress is ready to respond to this incursion.
Agreed.
General Shao gestures to 4 soldiers. They haul Kenshi, Johnny, and Kung Lao away.
But she must realize that this incident proves Earthrealm's bad faith. We must strike them now to protect ourselves.
No. They would not do this. There must be a misunderstanding.
They all turn to a portal made of spiraling green light opening nearby. A bald outworlder with tawny skin emerges from the portal and regards them all. He has black markings around his eyes and a red symbol tattooed on his head.
It is no misunderstanding, Princess. It is a confirmation of my prophecy. Left unchecked, Liu Kang will conquer Outworld.
He kneels by Kitana.
I apologize for not arriving sooner to defend your sister. I am glad she received her treatment.
The princess is safe, but the threat from Earthrealm remains.
Yes. Quan Chi, when do you anticipate they will strike? Soon. Today's events were foretold in the final quatrains of the prophecy. Then I am right. We must act now, Princess.
I will take your concerns to the Empress. It is for her to decide. Rain, Tanya, assist me.
Rain and Tanya lift Melina from the floor. Rain carries Melina out of the laboratory with Tanya supporting her lolling head.
What truly happened here, Sorcerer?
That the Earthrealmers interrupted the princess's treatment was happenstance. They were here to capture me for Liu Kang.
You? Why?
That I must investigate. For now, let us revel in our good fortune. The Earthrealm's serendipitous arrival has given us ample evidence to convince the Empress of the truth of Quan Chi's prophecy.
Conflict with Earthrealm is now inevitable.
Not necessarily. The Empress has never been eager for conflict.
If she resists, she will be replaced. Outworld needs a steadfast leader.
A leader like you, perhaps.
If my realm requires it of me.
Shang Tsung smirks at Shao.
Kill the Earthrealmers. They cannot report back to Liu Kang. Oh, their deaths will also feed the ire between realms.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Our benefactor will be pleased.
She needs the realms at war, not at the brink of it, in order to conquer them both. Only then will we rule at her side.
Before she found me languishing in the mines, I would not have thought such a thing possible. But soon, she'll have transformed us from serfs into scions.
Quan Chi stares at Shang Tsung unblinkingly. A twitching, multi-armed Takatin hybrid hangs from manacles chained to the ceiling of a dimly lit dungeon. A fanged face stares out from the creature's chest and tongues stick out from its armpits. Blood oozes from its body and into a drain on the floor. Another creature missing its lower body hangs from manacles. Its guts hang to the floor. Baraka slams on the bars of a cell he stands in. Kenshi sits near him by Johnny's and Kung Lao's unmoving bodies.
You've been at that for hours.
If you could see, you'd know why.
That's not happening, is it? Keep talking, will ya? To keep my mind off this. Tell me about life before you got sick.
I was doing well, trading goods up and down the Varta coast. My family was comfortable, happy. Then Tarkat came. It took my wife, then my children. Cruelly, it lets me live for now. I think it enjoys ravaging my body more slowly.
Johnny sits up.
This hangover. Kenshi. God damn it. How bad's the pain?
Excruciating.
You saved me. I won't forget that.
But you may just regret it.
What are you doing?
Johnny gawks as he stares through the bars of the cell. Various Tarkatans dangle from chains in the dungeon, many missing large chunks of their bodies. One spasms as they hang from a torture rack.
What in the... When did we take the left turn into survival horror?
This is Shang Tsung's real laboratory.
We're beneath where we were before. That was a false front.
Reminds me of this cheap-ass film I did in my early days. Flesh Pits. God, that was trash.
Reptile, a masked man in a green cloak, opens the dungeon's doorway and enters.
Who's that?
Our jailer.
Reptile strides through the broad cobblestone space. By a cell, he stops by a bucket filled with chunks of bone and meat. He throws one of the chunks to a Tarkatan hybrid inside. The creature grabs it and rips into it with their fangs. Reptile steps to Baraka's cell and looks at Kenshi.
How is he?
His eyes are gouged out. Guess.
Reptile hands Johnny a small jar.
That will dull the pain.
You're vile to be part of this.
You are Shang Tsung's prisoner. I am his slave. He has my family. He'll kill them if I don't obey.
Johnny opens the jar, then pulls a long red cloth from his belt. He smears some of the jar's ointment onto the cloth. He covers Kenshi's gaping eyes with the cloth, then ties it around his head.
Why did he pick you?
So he could learn how I shapeshift.
He learned that from you? We saw him do that. It was unreal.
So how does it work? You just shapeshift into anything you want?
I can shift only between this and my natural form.
He shapeshifts into a humanoid lizard.
Whoa. You're Zateran. Your race can shapeshift. None can except me.
He shapeshifts back as light coalesces near him. It resolves into Shang Tsung. He smirks and steps closer to the cell.
Are they ready? It's time.
Time for what, sorcerer?
Replication experiments. They begin with your vivisection. I'll use your harvested parts to build new creations. The process is fatal, of course.
Liu Kang won't let you get away with this.
That presumes he will ever learn what happened. But when I am done, there will be no trace left of you. I shall return soon to check progress. I have other matters to which I must attend.
He teleports away.
You don't have to do this.
It's either you or my family.
Reptile moves to another cage filled with Tarkatan hybrids. He opens their cell by pulling a chain through a pulley.
Put them in the chambers.
The warrior's cell door opens as the creatures charge. Johnny jumps, swings from the bars above, and kicks a hybrid down before punching his head. He kicks one hybrid's face before kicking another to the floor. A third rams Johnny into a wall. Kenshi sits in the cell while Kung Lao fights off two of the creatures, and Baraka viciously stabs another's belly before throwing him away. Baraka strides forward, then impales a hybrid with both bone spikes and flings him over his head. He slashes at another as two of the creatures drag Kenshi past him. The hybrids fling Kenshi into a small cage dangling from a chain fixed to the ceiling. Another pair chuck Johnny into a cage next to Kenshi's. Two of the creatures haul Kung Lao to a third cage. He throws one off, then double kicks the second back before pummeling a third with a combination of punches. He turns sharply and sidekicks a fourth into a table holding his razor-rimmed hat. He throws it and the hat flies in an arc, decapitating two hybrids before returning to his hand. He smoothly sets it on his head.
Fight.
Baraka snarls at a fallen hybrid.
There is nothing more foul.
Electricity arcs along the bars of Johnny's and Kenshi's cages.
You spoke too soon, Baraka.
Reptile holds a sparking lever nearby. As the hybrid on the ground crawls pitifully, a Takatan hybrid brute stomps on his head.
Fight.
Baraka lifts his head.
Enough distractions!
Brushing Kung Lao aside, Baraka grips the bars of Johnny's cage. He rips it open, then does the same to Kenshi's. Kenshi stumbles weakly. Johnny and Kung Lao help him along, each supporting his weight with an arm over their shoulders. As they shuffle toward the exit, Reptile walks after them.
I'm ruined! Shang Tsung will punish me for this by torturing my family.
Baraka narrows his crimson eyes.
You'll pay for their suffering, Tarkatan.
Fight.
Let you.
We are leaving.
Reptile kneels.
Then kill me. If I die, maybe you'll spare my family.
No, I won't murder you.
It's mercy, not murder. Not that what I've done deserves yours.
You were protecting your family. I would have done the same.
His mask now removed. Reptile stands with sadness in his eyes. Through magical dust, Shang Tsung appears and frowns at the dead hybrids.
What has happened here?
Johnny takes up Sento and stands with Baraka and Reptile. Shang Tsung points sharply at Reptile.
Sizoth, you fool! You've let them ruin everything.
We're going, sorcerer!
And we're taking you with us. Liu Kang would like a word.
I cannot be apprehended so easily.
Shang Tsung conjures clouds of green gas.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this.
I bid you all farewell. Cheer up, Sizoth. I'm reuniting you with your family.
They're dead? You killed them?
Many moons ago. I do hate loose ends.
Reptile's lips curl into a snarl, and he charges the sorcerer, but Shang Tsung disappears in a magical dust cloud.
We gotta get out of here.
Green gas fills the room as Reptile tries the door.
What's wrong? The door must have sealed when the gas was released.
Baraka strides toward the door.
Stand aside. Test your might.
Thick green gas fills the air as Baraka punches the door. Reptile and the Earthrealmers collapse. One by one, they succumb to the gas. Baraka, his fists clenched against the door, is the last to fall.
Test your might.
Baraka throws the door open to a hallway.
Hurry! Follow me. This way.
Johnny and Kung Lao support Kenshi.
Leave me. I'll just slow you down.
What? Shang Tsung finds you, he'll kill you.
Look at me, Cage. I'm useless. Don't risk your lives to save mine.
Hey, you are not giving up. The Tyra need you, remember? We are gonna get back home and figure out how to help you. Got it.
Baraka and Reptile march ahead, leading the way out of the laboratory and into a bright, clear day. They make their way into a lush forest.
We can't linger. We'll be captured.
We need help getting Kenshi to the portal at Sundo.
I can take you only to the city's gate. Forgottens are forbidden inside.
I'll see you the rest of the way. It's the least I can do to make amends.
Reptile trudges on. Dozens of trees have tall faces carved into their trunks. Kenshi walks with a hand on Johnny's shoulder.
God, this reminds me of Wicked Planet. We had this forest in the second act.
The Manticore battle.
Yes! It was a pain to shoot, but man, did it come out epic.
I can picture it exactly.
Kenshi and Johnny smile.
This is the living forest.
Aren't all forests living, Baraka?
No others have trees that house the souls of the dead.
Whoa, wait a tick. We're talking ghosts?
Good ones, not evil.
You guys know anybody in here?
Some distant relatives.
You will find no Zaterrans.
Why not?
Warmbloods don't welcome us. So we keep to ourselves, living underground in Sikander province.
Then how did you meet Shang Tsung?
That I could take human form made me a freak among my people. I was terrorized and run out, starving and beggared. I joined a traveling carnival. Turned out there are many who would pay good money to see my gift. Back then, Shang Tsung was a huckster. We crossed paths and he saw what I could do. When he began to learn real sorcery, he asked to study me. When I declined, he took my family hostage.
Well, that's an offer you can't refuse.
He is dangerous, and he has plans. He, General Shao, Rain, they are conspiring.
To do what?
I can't say for certain. I've only overheard fragments.
The group freezes. Reptile transforms into a green lizard with a thick tail and elongated arms. He and Baraka charge into a clearing where a woman dressed in white fights off demons. Her pale skin contrasts her dark lips and all-black eyes, while red scarification zigzags up her forehead. She twirls with a jagged Chris sword, slicing skillfully at the demons. She stabs the last one, then spots Reptile and Baraka.
Quan Chi sends more demons?
Wait! We're not!
Feathery white wings appear on her back as she charges and kicks Reptile. Baraka squares up.
With each of you I kill, my absolution grows nearer. Shedding your blood brings me closer to the light.
Fight!
won't absolve your sins. Whoever you are, we are not demons.
Eyes narrowed, the woman picks up her sword.
If not demons, what are you?
He's a Terran. I am a Denian. Or I was before my Tarkat affliction.
Outworlders. Apologies. I'm glad I've caused neither of you permanent injury.
Kung Lao treads cautiously into the clearing past a demon's head. Kenshi, led by Johnny, crinkles his nose.
What is that?
Just keep swimming. So, who's our femme fatale?
I am Ashra, demon of the Netherrealm.
Demon? You look human, mostly. And what's a Netherrealm?
The monks covered that with us. Did you sleep through every lesson?
That one, apparently.
Netherrealm's hell, but real.
No shit.
I appear nearly human because I've purged most evil from my soul. When I'm done, the last vestiges of my demonic form will fade away.
Why were the demons after you?
They were sent by Quan Chi, my former master. I was part of his Sisterhood of Shadow. He wanted, still wants, dominion over the realms. I renounced him when I realized that I could not help him defile them.
And now he wants you dead.
Precisely.
She smirks.
I followed Quan Chi from the Netherrealm here. He's building devices that steal souls on a mass scale. He's testing the first on the dead that reside in the forest.
Why steal souls, Ashra?
To harness their power. To what end, I don't know. But I do know that it's to aid the designs of another sorcerer. Shang Tsung.
Johnny glances at Kenshi.
Damn it. That guy's everywhere.
You're sure Quan Chi is here?
My Chris senses him.
Her sword.
He's nearby.
No. We're getting you home.
We have a job to do. Quan Chi could lead us to Shang Tsung.
Your Liu Kang is right. Shang Tsung's a danger that must be dealt with. I will aid you.
As will I.
Well, I guess the eyes have it. Motion carries. Ashra, lead the way.
Johnny gestures magnanimously. With a friendly smile, Ashra leads them deeper into the living forest. Ashra's jagged Chris sword glows white as they walk onward.
Quan Chi is close. The emanations of his evil grow stronger.
That is a powerful weapon.
And my perfect ally. As I smite the evil it finds, I am further purified.
Now I've done steps, so I'm all for self-help. But since when does a demoness want to be less evil?
I had spent eternity damned to the Netherrealm. I had assumed that's all there was to existence. But then I saw Earthrealm, saw Outworld, saw there was a better way to live. And that to have it, I needed to cleanse my soul. My sister demons were furious at my change of heart. Kia and Jataka were the first to hunt me.
Ashra frowns.
Quan Chi is also a demon?
Actually, he's an Outworlder. But he mastered the dark magic needed for unfettered travel to my realm.
A large insect hovers near Reptile's face. His tongue flicks out to catch it, and he hastily stuffs its spindly legs into his mouth.
Any idea how he buddied up with Shang Tsung?
They share a common benefactor. She plucked them both from obscurity, taught them everything they know. I've never met her, but there's no question that she is a sorceress beyond compare.
The Chris sword glows brightly, emanating a golden aura.
Quan Chi is near.
Quan Chi stands on a wood platform where a twisting statue of skulls glows with green light. 4 onlookers hold red gemstones.
I am ready for your contributions.
A woman with bat-like wings steps forward. Ornate silver finery weaves along her thighs and midriff.
Excellent, Nitara. I need yours as well.
A Saidan man with black hair and deep scars on his chest looks up.
Darius and I have been thinking, sorcerer.
Do not try to renegotiate, Havoc.
We need proof that you'll deliver.
That he's delivered for Natara's Vaternians is all the proof you need.
Serena's right. Because of Quan Chi's magic, my realm's people are no longer poisoned by sunlight. We've finally escaped the shadows.
Rest assured, the spells you will receive will bring down Order Realm's government.
When will we have them, Quan Chi?
After the attack on Earthrealm, which could be called off if the Soul Stealer's efficacy isn't demonstrated promptly.
The Saidan man, Havoc, hesitates. As the green glow looms behind them, he hands over the gemstone to Quan Chi. Quan Chi's eyes widen. Nearby, Ashra steps forward from her new companions. Their gazes are all fixed on the platform.
Well, this plot just got thicker.
Earthrealm is in grave danger. Just one Soul Stealer can kill hundreds of thousands. If he unleashes a battery of them,
millions will die.
He must be stopped.
I will deal with Quan Chi. The four of you subdue the others.
Whoa there, big fella. This stops where you get off.
Johnny stops Kenshi.
You heard her. Millions could die.
Which is why we don't want you tripping us up out there. Now, give me your sword.
Why?
Just give it.
A small smile tugs at Johnny's lips. Kenshi hesitantly removes the sword from his back and offers it to Johnny. Johnny takes it, then replaces it with the sword Sento. Kenshi grips its black scabbard tightly.
What? I can't. Not when
You've saved my life. It's yours.
Johnny fixes him with a serious look and touches his shoulder. Kenshi squeezes Sento, thumbing its golden detailing. At the Soul Stealer, Quan Chi casts green magic from his hands. Natara spots Ashra's group charging in.
Quan Chi!
They stop before the platform as Quan Chi turns.
Yet again, you evade capture, Ashra. And now it appears you've found allies.
We are joined against you, sorcerer. You won't be stealing any souls.
Ashra flourishes her sword and charges in. Natara flies forward to meet her, slashing with red claws. Baraka bowls into Havoc, and they brawl with clenched fists. Kung Lao kicks at the demon woman Serena, who parries him with swift ease and counters with a gut punch. Johnny exchanges blows with Darius, a Saidan man with dark umber skin and orange sunglasses. Ashra manages to slice Natara's arm.
That blade's enchanted.
It was forged to destroy evil. It's slain many of your vampire kind.
But doesn't make us evil.
Fight.
I am one step closer to redemption.
Twisting green light erupts from the Soul Stealer and spirals toward the sky. Dozens of ghosts, translucent skeletal figures fly from the trees toward the Soul Stealer. The ghosts swarm around the twisting light. Faces up at the ghosts with the others, all awash with pallid green light.
My God, it's a soul-nado.
The forest withers and rots as the faces carved into the trees turn skeletal. Quan Chi conjures green light in his palms, then lifts them overhead. Teeth gritted, Quan Chi thrusts his hands to the Soul Stealer and channels green magic into the Soul Nado. Strands of light from the Soul Nado coalesce into a humanoid form wearing a red and black cloak over corpse gray skin. The humanoid stretches his jaw open, then collects himself and stares out at everyone with glowing green eyes. The humanoid raises his hands while floating in front of the Soul Stealer. Ashra narrows her eyes at him.
What dark magic is this?
We are Ermac, a collection of souls bound by Quan Chi's magic. We live to obey his commands. Kill them.
Ermac throws bolts of green energy at Johnny, Kung Lao, and Ashra, knocking them to the ground. Ermac telekinetically raises Baraka into the air as the Tarkatan charges, then throws him away. Reptile tackles Ermac to the ground, but Ermac frees himself and blasts Reptile back with an energy bolt. He yanks Ashra toward him, then jabs her face before launching her through the air to the ground.
Quan Chi must succeed if I'm to liberate Order Realm. I'll not let him fail.
Killing one realm to free another is a heinous proposition. One I won't let you fulfill.
Fight.
That you aid Quan Chi speaks volumes about you. Take your chaos elsewhere.
Ashra hacks through Quan Chi's flaming skull with her kiss.
I always feared you would be trouble, Ashra. You are not compliant like your sisters.
And now they're dead by my hand because you sent them against me. I'll never forgive you for that, Quan Chi.
Fight!
This has been a long time coming, sorcerer.
Ashra scowls.
When I'm finished here, I will finish you.
She flings her Chris at Ermac. He stops it telekinetically. Ashra grabs the Chris and slashes at him. Ermac weaves around her attack, then blasts her back. Johnny kicks his head, then Ermac smacks his face, making him stumble away. Ashra spins while slashing at Ermac. He evades her, then slams Reptile into the ground as he charges. He levitates Ashra into the air and hammers her down. She lies inert. Ermac throws a fallen log at Reptile and Baraka, then floats Johnny up and slams him into the dirt. He raises Johnny again and flings him away. Johnny goes still. Kenshi raises Sento, face hard.
I can't let them die.
He charges Ermac. Ermac launches him away. Sento pierces the ground. Kenshi gradually sits up. He frantically feels around the ground. Dim lighting reflects on Sento's sleek blade.
What? Who is that?
Your ancestors. Come to us.
Kenshi crawls to Sento. He clutches the sword's hilt, then lifts it as he stands.
In this your time of need, the terror will not fail.
Blue light shines from Kenshi's eyes and bleeds out past his blindfold. He sees Ermac speed through the air to him. He dances around Ermac's punches, then runs Sento through his chest. Blue light flares from Ermac's eyes and mouth and starts to get sucked into the blade. Then he blasts Kenshi away. He tosses rocks at Kenshi, but Sento floats in the air and deflects each of them. Kenshi gently takes the hilt.
It siphoned his souls. It now has his power.
Ashra runs over.
That was unexpected.
You're telling me. Shall we finish this?
Let's.
Ashra and Kenshi face Ermac with the Chris and Sento at the ready.
This fight's not over. I'll defeat all of Quan Chi's minions.
We are many. You are one. We will destroy you. Fight. His demand will be satisfied.
Resistance is never pointless.
We are many. You are one. We will destroy you.
What's wrong with him?
Kombat must have weakened the magic that binds his souls together.
Sinel, I'll find you.
Ermac sags to the ground.
What was that?
Watch him. I'll shut down the Soul Stealer.
Ashra dashes to the Soul Stealer. She plunges her Chris into its red gem, making it split. Quan Chi raises a hand to her. The gemstone splits and releases energy that launches Ashra away. The ghosts pour out of the Soul Stealer. One flies to Quan Chi and grabs his head. The ghost sucks blue energy from his face, turning his skin ash white, then vanishes. Quan Chi staggers back before collapsing. Ashra regards Quan Chi's motionless body, then strides to him.
Since that didn't kill you, I will.
No, Ashra!
He's too dangerous to let live.
Liu Kang needs to question him. He knows Shang Tsung's plans.
Ashra lowers her kris.
Very well.
Well, clearly I underpaid for that. Did you know what it could do?
The legends never mentioned mystical powers. The souls of my ancestors live within it. They intend to guide me.
Just don't forget who gave it to you, Takahashi.
I won't, Cage. Now, let's get him to Earthrealm.
They all look at Quan Chi.
I know home's here for you, Baraka. But size off, Ashra. You can come with if you want. I'm sure Liu Kang will welcome you.
I've never had a home. That would be wonderful.
Snow falls around the ruins of an immense stone fortress nestled among tall mountains. Shang Tsung waves his hands around on the top of the fortress and conjures a portal made of fiery light. The benefactor emerges from it.
Report, Shang Tsung.
The Soul Stealers are under construction. Quan Chi tests the final components as we speak.
And the army?
Will obey your every command, once it's been fed sufficient souls. I've also conceived a plan to break the Lin Kuei away from Liu Kang. Instead of defending Earthrealm, they will betray it.
Excellent. You have learned quickly, Shang Tsung. And well, you will soon reap the bounty of what you've sown.
He beams. Moonlight falls over the rooftops of Sundo. Reptile leaps from one roof to another. He looks down at a massive festival of Outworlders in the streets below, each wearing brightly colored clothes. Paper lanterns hang from strings over them. Reptile dashes along the rooftops, following General Shao as he moves through the crowd. Reptile leaps to another rooftop, changing into his lizard form as he goes. He bounds through the air to a different roof. He scurries up to its sloping apex, then shapeshifts back into his human form. Reptile steps across the roof, then stops and looks out at the hundreds of people gathered around a massive two-story wooden building, its sides open and the people inside visible. Long strings of different-colored paper lanterns hang over the ground, and a group of performers move a large dragon prop around in a dance. Kitana and Melina stand on the bottom floor of the massive building, each in full regalia. Tanya and numerous others in lavish clothes stand among them. Kitana smiles and waves to the festival outside. Li Mei steps to General Shao and walks with him.
Who are these Earthrealmers we're looking for?
You have their descriptions.
You could at least tell me why they're here. What they've done.
State secrets. Not for your ears.
He strides away through the bustling street. Melina and Kitana smile and wave to the people. Melina beckons Tanya.
Yes, Princess.
Fetch us water, please.
Tanya smirks.
As you wish.
Melina smiles warmly as Tanya leaves.
Careful, sister. Entanglements with Ungadi are forbidden. You know their vows.
Who told you?
No one. I have eyes. As do the snakes at court who would cheer your downfall.
The Ungadi's rules are ridiculous.
And you can change them when you are Empress. For now, you cannot jeopardize your ascension.
Melina stomps off. Quan Chi sits in an alley behind one of the crowded streets. Johnny puts a big hat on him near Ashra, Kenshi, and Kung Lao.
Night-night, sweet Prince of Darkness.
They all wear festival costumes.
Oh, perfect. You'll fit right in.
You couldn't steal a more functional hat.
What? It hides your face. And honestly, it suits you.
Ashra gives him a questioning look.
I still don't know about this. Carrying him around will attract unwanted attention.
Look at it out there. It's like Mardi Gras. People will think you just party too hard.
Reptile jumps down to them from a rooftop.
What's the word?
Go toward the stage, then right to the portal gate. But there are soldiers and constables everywhere.
Are you sure these are enough? One person spots us, and we are dead.
And that's why I'll create a diversion.
They're out for you too, Syzoth.
To catch me, they must see.
Reptile turns invisible.
Damn. You didn't tell me you could go full Predator.
Kenshi and Ashra lead Kung Lao and Johnny as they carry a listless Quan Chi through the immense crowd of festival goers. People glance at them. Ashra catches her hat as it slips off, then readjusts it. 4 guards eye them from across the street.
We could use that diversion.
A string of paper lanterns overhead bursts into flames.
Good work, Syzoth.
They carry on. The surrounding festival goers flee. Katana looks out at the chaos in the streets. Tanya grabs at her arm.
Come, princess. Unhand me. I'm going nowhere.
More paper lanterns explode near General Shao and a row of soldiers.
Douse the fires! Find who set them!
Stand down, General. This is my problem, not the military's.
Li Mei spots Reptile on a rooftop.
Look.
Syzoth.
You know him? Who is he?
Unimportant, but it means the Earthrealmers are here. Reiko!
Reiko rushes over, then looks at Reptile. He and Li Mei hurry through the crowd toward him as he sprints away. Li Mei and Reiko pursue Reptile while he jumps to another building's roof. They pause. Reiko fixes him with his gaze, then throws a shuriken, striking his hand and making him fall to the ground. Reptile clutches his hand and flees, partially invisible. Li Mei and Reiko examine green blood trailing away.
I'll get him.
She runs off. Reiko pauses, then hurries after her. Kenshi looks around while leading the others with Ashra. He spots Li Mei and Reiko in the distance, following the blood trail.
Syzoth!
Kenshi shoves his way through the crowd after them. Li Mei and Reiko run to a small bridge. Reptile turns visible on the other side of it.
Green blood? You're Zaterran. How can you—
There is much you don't know. Like what the General is truly up to.
Surrender and I'll hear you out. I can't if you resist arrest.
You arrest me, he'll execute me. And that's not how I intend to die.
Fight!
My quarrel's not with you. Let me pass.
Chance to surrender. For your sake, take it.
The attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an...
Know that I am sorry for disturbing Sundo's peace.
Kitana glowers.
Ludicrous.
Princess, no! You could be hurt!
Kitana unfurls 2 fan blades and charges Reptile. He dances around her attacks, then punches at her. She dodges just as Tanya strikes at him with her 3/4 staff. He counters her swings, then kicks her away.
Insurrection from a Zaterran? This is a day I never thought I'd see.
You misread my intentions, Princess. Sadly, I've no time to explain them.
Fight.
Tenaciously.
You're leaving me little choice.
Soon, you will know the truth.
Tanya gets to her feet. She throws off an Umgadi priestess trying to help her up.
Take the princess and go. My fight's not with her, or you.
It is now that you've laid your hands on her. I will take your life as punishment.
Fight.
This need not continue.
My sentence is suspended, Umgadi.
General Shao advances with Goro and other soldiers.
Found you.
Johnny and Kung Lao let go of Quan Chi as he stirs. Kung Lao and Johnny swap looks, then shrug. They punch and kick Quan Chi until he collapses. General Shao rests his large axe on his shoulder as he paces over. Quan Chi staggers to his feet, then stumbles away.
What about him? Worry only about the Earthrealmers.
If this is one of my movies, we get saved by a plucky comic sidekick.
Reptile and Kenshi zipline across a rope leading from one roof to another. They land by them.
If we die today, we die together.
Not comic, but definitely plucky.
Johnny sidekicks Goro, then Goro grabs his arm. Ashra parries the swords of several soldiers and counters. General Shao brings his axe crashing down on Reptile. He dodges, then shifts into his lizard form and bashes Shao away.
It's unlike Shang Tsung to leave loose ends.
Now that I'm free of him, I'll reveal your conspiracy to all of Outworld.
You'll do nothing of the kind. Dead men tell no tales. Fight. It will make your defeat that much more.
Goro wallops the victim in the face, then pulls both arms apart to rip them out of their sockets. He headbutts the victim. General Shao's axe bashes the victim into the air. He leaps and slams the axe to cleave their ribs apart, then dives to stomp them. The attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. Reptile's tail ensnares his victim to ragdoll them around. He then crushes their chest in his maw.
You won't silence me, General.
Kenshi, Johnny, Kung Lao, and Ashra knock down the remaining soldiers. More soldiers rush over.
We must go. Now!
Johnny punches Goro as he gets up, then flees. A portal opens by Liu Kang's temple. Kung Lao, Ashra, Reptile, Johnny, and Kenshi hurry out of it. They turn back to the portal, fists raised. It shuts. Liu Kang approaches from behind.
Johnny, Kenshi, Kung Lao, you have safely returned.
He looks at Kenshi.
By the Elder Gods.
We had a run-in with Princess Melina's inner demons.
She took my sight, but Sento, in its own way, restored it.
I am glad that Sento bonded with you. Though my hope was that the means would be different this time.
This time?
Forgive me, Kenshi. I misspoke. Go. The monks will tend to your wounds.
We found Shang Tsung, but he got away. I can see why you're twitchy about him. He's neck-deep in some serious shit.
Rest. Eat. Then we will discuss.
Can I also get a martini? Shaken, not stirred?
Liu Kang smiles.
I'm sorry. Meet the newest members of the Earthrealm players. We wouldn't have made it back without him.
Astra and Syzos.
You know us?
As Earthrealm's protector, there is much I know.
Do you also know of my former master, Quan Chi? He colludes with Shang Tsung.
A new deadly alliance? Come, all of you. You must tell me all you know.
Liu Kang leads Reptile and Ashra away. Johnny stands alone. He bows his head.
Well, so much for that martini.
He walks after them. Liu Kang and Geras pace around Liu Kang's brazier in the ornate wooden room.
Shang Tsung and Quan Chi again conspire against Earthrealm? What Johnny and Kenshi report should not be possible. You witnessed how I rewrote history. I gave the sorcerers meaningless lives. They should have never gained power, let alone joined forces.
And your work was flawless. Such would their lives have been, had someone not interfered.
Interfered? What do you mean?
Geras conjures images of the benefactor with both Quan Chi and Shang Tsung. Liu Kang examines the images.
Both sorcerers were visited by this person. It is her intervention that bent the arcs of their lives.
Who is she?
Unknown. Her identity has been obscured from the hourglass.
Who could have that power? Is it Kronika? Somehow resurrected?
Impossible. Titans once destroyed cannot be revived.
Then someone else must have survived the previous timeline. Someone with a vendetta against me.
It is the only plausible theory.
The benefactor circles Quan Chi.
You must determine its validity, Geras. The fate of the realms may depend on it.
Sub-Zero paces near Scorpion and Smoke as they sit on a bench in a large room illuminated by lamps on the walls.
How long are we expected to linger? Patience, Bihan. There are many demands on Liu Kang's attention. Were he here, Father would advise us to wait without protest.
But now he is gone, and I am Grand Master.
His teachings did not pass with him. They should still guide us.
Guide us, yes. Shackle us, no.
We can't abandon tradition.
Mind your place, Tomas. Father may have taken you in, made you one of us. But your blood will never be Lin Kuei.
Kung Lao and Raiden approach. Kung Lao bows.
Lord Liu Kang can see you now.
It is about time.
Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Smoke watch Liu Kang move a metal figurine across a map on a table.
Shang Tsung is here, at the ruins of Ying Fortress. His soul stealers are already under construction. You must destroy them, and capture Shang Tsung before either can inflict harm upon Earthrealm.
We will leave immediately.
And we will join you.
You are not Lin Kuei. You would only hinder the effort.
Raiden and I are more than...
We're trained differently. It takes years to master our ways.
You and Raiden have my full confidence, but you are needed elsewhere. Go to the Wuxi. The monks must prepare you for war.
Sub-Zero stands on a cliff with Scorpion and Smoke while peering through a spyglass at Shang Tsung's ruined fortress.
The only way in is over the walls.
We must find a less guarded section before attempting an ascent. Finally, we face a worthy foe. Victory will bring us glory.
Glory? We fight for duty.
Does our father's ghost possess you? All I hear is his voice.
We must honor his vision, Bihan.
Vision is what he lacked. He was blind to our superiority. We settle for defending Earthrealm when we could help lead it.
Our clan doesn't govern. It serves.
That is our past. It won't be our future.
Smoke and Scorpion trade looks while Sub-Zero marches off. Smoke slowly hovers in a tornado of smoke, ascending behind Sub-Zero and Scorpion as they climb the rampart. Scorpion uses his kunai-tipped rope dart as a grappling hook, while Sub-Zero uses ice spikes to pierce gaps in the immense stone wall and haul himself up. Scorpion yanks his rope dart out of a wall after reaching the top of the rampart with Sub-Zero. Smoke flies up behind them, then he turns toward the sky as Nitara dives toward him, fangs bared. She rams him, knocking him out of his smoke tornado and sending him plummeting to the ground far below. He pulls out a knife, then stabs the rampart to gradually slow to a stop. Sub-Zero and Scorpion step to the rampart's edge and bump a stone over towards Smoke. He pulls away, narrowly dodging it. Nitara darts through the air and tackles Sub-Zero to the ground. He kicks her off as Serena and Scorpion approach. They both stand.
As a boy, I heard tales of battles against your kind. I had fought them tall ones.
All Earthrealmers will soon know of Eternus. My realm starves, and it's coming here to feed.
Fight!
Think you've overcome me? Think again.
Serena punches the victim airborne, then yanks them back with her tail to punch through their abdomen. Nitara kicks her victim upward, then stabs her claws through their neck before slamming across the floor. The attacker hits the victim's face with a hook, then twists their arm to break their shoulder. Sub-Zero slides on ice shards which stab up through his victim's abdomen and skull. He then chops down with an ice war hammer.
You will end this day hungry.
Telekinetic energy grabs Sub-Zero's legs.
Is this?
Ermac flies to him.
We are charged with defending the fortress. None will escape us.
Telekinetic energy grabs Sub-Zero's arms and forces them out to his side.
Test your might.
Sub-Zero launches an ice bolt at Ermac, knocking him out of the air to the ground.
You are Quan Chi's creation. Liu Kang warned about you. I had hoped for the chance to battle your dark magic.